This is the third fire truck today, and they're all like in the last like couple of hours. It's the third fire truck that synced up today. He just drove by my apartment, or he just drove by like kind of nearby. But yeah, I was outside a while ago, and there was two other ones. And an ambulance with the first one, well, ambulance with the second one too. But like the first one drove right in front of me, really loud. Like I was sitting on a bench over by an intersection, and he drove by at the intersection with a fire truck and an ambulance. And then I heard another one like an hour later or whatever. And then this one is like an hour or two later after that. And then there was a bunch of planes flying around that one of them flew over me, and I think the other ones, they were like off to the side of me. I think they were stalkers too, but I don't know. One of them flew over me though, and they were all like within a short span of time of each other too. It's been a crazy day. You know, it's the weekend. It always gets crazier on the weekends. So there's a lot of loud cars and shit, and people walking around with their children stalking. I always see a lot of that on the weekends. Crazy shit, man. And they're still going. There's a lot of them driving around, coming in the parking lot, syncing with cars driving by on the street, and people walking in the parking lot. It's a lot of stalkers. And then these two trucks come up in front of each other next to my apartment. There's a black and a silver truck, and then there's white cars backing up in the parking lot when they go by each other. But yeah, just wanted to say that the sirens were going off again. I actually caught them this time. Usually they fade off before I start the live if I try to catch them like that. It's like the siren sound will just fade off all of a sudden right when I turn the video on. But that time, right when I set up the live stream, they honked the fire truck horn. Like the siren was going off. They weren't honking the horn at all. And then right when I hit go live, the fire truck horn went off. That time. So that just happened. My neighbor just started talking sync through the walls right now, which he always does every time I make food. As I've said every other time that I made food when I go live. It's just every time. But anyway, I really need help. Hit my Cash App or my PayPal. I know I've already mentioned this a million times, but I do really need help. So anything helps. If you got $1, send it. If you got $1, just send it. It'll help. If everyone sends $1, that would help tremendously. If everyone, I got like 300 subscribers, so if everyone sent $1, then it'd be lit. Then I wouldn't have to get on here begging anymore for a while. If everyone just sent $1, just saying. not saying you have to. I'm just saying though, if everyone sent $1, then I'd be lit. So just think about it. See his bus outside. I'm just expecting something to happen. And then the other night I was watching, I think one of my videos, or I was watching some video on YouTube, and it just paused all of a sudden. But like, I don't remember. I think they were doing like synced up sounds when it paused or something, or it paused at like some synced up moment or something. But then, like the video, like the time on the video, or the time stamp or whatever you call it, the time on the video said something 33, like that's where it stopped at. And then I was like, oh, 33, duh. Just like just like talking to Skynet. And then it started playing again right when I did that. I was like, oh my god, 33, oh my god, oh. And then it started playing right there when I did that. And they'll just pause my connection sometimes like that. And then, like I said, they'll do that when I'm watching DVDs on my laptop too. It'll just pause suddenly like that. And then it'll start playing synced up. And my computer is not hooked up to Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi. But it'll do that regardless. They'll make things pause on my phone, and they'll like glitch out on my phone all a bunch of different types of ways, and they'll like make my phone overheat all of a sudden, which it has problems with overheating. The iPhone 10 in general just has problems with overheating, but like they'll make it overheat at a certain moment, and it's like it's not even that hot yet either. Sometimes like they'll like make it overheat, and then it's like once it gets past a certain temperature, it won't let you do anything on the phone. Like it like locks you out of it, and it has this button on the bottom that says emergency. So like that's all you can do is call for an emergency with the phone. You can't do anything else until it cools down, and they'll just make it freeze up like that at sync moments. Or just if I'm going off on a topic that they don't want me talking about or whatever, I'll just start to overheat my phone. Then I gotta put it in my freezer to make it cool down. Shit is stock tarded. They're getting sink tarded out there again. And then when I was outside a little bit ago, there's this lady sitting in her car, and she's just sitting in it, and it's turned on. And she's just sitting on the side of the street when I come out of this alley. And then I walk up the street, up the like a couple blocks up the street, and then I turn around, like I go across the street, and then I come back the other way. And then when I walk up to the intersection, like she's over by that whatever arcade or whatever it is. Not an arcade, but I don't know what it is. It's that place that I say that there's always gang stalkers at it, which is like everywhere, I guess. But if you see my videos, you know the building I'm talking about. It's like over by a police station, kind of, or like over by that bench that like faces toward the police station. It's like on that street. Anyway, she's sitting over by that building, and like I walk back over that way toward her, and I come up to the intersection, and she gets out of her car right there, and she's just sitting there in her car for like 10 minutes or something, just sitting on the side of the street. And then she got out. Like she didn't sync up the first time I walked by her, but then she got out when I got back over the intersection. And like, was she only sitting in there just to wait for me? Like, cause like I already walked out of sight, you know? Like, was she just waiting until I was like further away, and then she was gonna get out of her car? Cause she didn't do anything the first time I watched her, unless she did some hand signal or something that I didn't see or whatever. But this is crazy. Like she just sat there for so long, and then she got out, and she didn't do anything the first time I walked by. Bruh. People are not right in the head, bro. Man, I've been seeing a lot of red cars today. And whenever last time I recorded, I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. I was seeing a lot of red cars on that video. And then today I've been seeing a lot of red cars. So I think that was yesterday. So yesterday and today I've been seeing a lot of red cars. I'm still seeing blue cars, and I'm still seeing tan and white cars, and black and silver cars, and everything. I'm just seeing a lot more red cars, though. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Saint bugs today, too. I saw a Saint cat earlier that ran. Like, right when I got across the street, he was like hiding behind a pole, like a light pole. And he just walks out from behind it, right in front of me, like a ninja. And then I went to HealthWorks today, and they had this guy at the counter who was like standing there talking to the people behind the counter, and like he was done checking out, but like I didn't know that, and he's just standing there with his stuff still sitting on the counter, and they're just having a conversation for like 10 minutes. I'm standing behind him, and then they're just suddenly like, "Oh, we'll let you go." Like, he was already done checking out the whole time. But like, they're just they're just doing that on purpose, though. Like, they're just doing it to waste my time. Like, they saw me standing there the whole time, and they don't even need to see me standing there. They know that I'm there the whole time because they got the notification. So they knew I was there. They saw me. Like I was right there. Like, there's no way you don't see me there. But they just act like they didn't see me, though. Like I'm somehow invisible, but even though I'm standing right there, and they're facing toward me, and I'm standing there for 10 whole minutes. And then they're just like, "Oh, didn't see you there." Or like I'll go in and they'll just be in the back, and they'll like they know that I'm there. They just don't come up for 10 minutes. Or like right when I get there, there'll be a customer that like needs help with something, and like this is like any store I'm talking about. Like, right when I walk up, there will be a customer that needs help with something. They're like, "Okay, well, follow me," and then they walk away, and then I'm just standing there waiting for them to come back. It's right as I walk up, and it's all orchestrated bullshit. Uh, I've already said this a bunch of times, but a bunch of the applications that I put in, job applications, or tried to put in, the fucking application won't work. It just won't work. It just won't let me put in all the information that is required to fill out the application, and it just won't work, or just won't submit, or whatever. And then I'll try it again, it'll do the same thing, and then I'm like, do you have any paper applications? Can you print out a paper application? And they're like, nope. So I just literally can't even apply at certain places. And then the other ones I do apply at, they just don't call me back, or they're like, we'll call you back, and then they don't, or I get an interview, and then they just like, we got more interviews to do. And then they make me wait around for a week and a half, and then they don't hire me, and they hire someone else, and then nobody else is hiring. It's just an ongoing cycle of nobody hiring me, and it's really fucking stock-tarded out here, bro. Because it's fucking deliberate. Maybe not every place that I apply, but it just feels like it's deliberate. Because how do I not have a job yet? Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Later.